Welcome to the show, Joy. I'm just really, really excited to have you on the program and have the opportunity to talk with you about your experience with the Video Bootcamp. So first, I just want to welcome you and say hello and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with what it is you do and why you decided to become a part of our Video Bootcamp.
Okay, so I'm Director of Marketing at Office Furniture Outlet. And so my job entails a whole lot of different aspects of marketing, but video is one of those things. And I've been told for years, need to incorporate more video. It catches people's attention. People are more prone to watch. It makes you more personable. I'm marketing inanimate objects. So how to bring it to life for people. And video seems to be the way to go. So I'm, believe it or not, kind of shy, especially when it comes. I know I'm not actually shy, but when the thought of being put out there into the world in video form was very, very intimidating to me. Very self-conscious in many ways. And like, I think a lot of people are, especially the thought of being seen on video. And so I took Video Bootcamp because I wanted to sort of overcome that fear and give me some ways, some ideas, tools, tips to overcome that and do what I know needs to be done.
How are you using video now? And you know what, let's actually talk a little bit about what Office Furniture Outlet is. I know you sell furniture, but there's so many layers to what you offer your customers and your clients. So talk a little bit about the company itself and how going forward you'll be using video to tell the story of the pieces you have in your showroom.
Well, so one big part of our story that we need to convey more, I think, is our green, how sustainable, and we refinish wood furniture, we recycle, we reuse pieces, and I think video is a great way to be able to convey that to people. Like I said, inanimate objects. So, but I think touching people's emotional side and helping them realize that you sit in this chair for hours and hours every day, every week, and over the course of, the time in your office, should be comfortable. It should be something you look forward to sitting in, just like sleeping in your bed. You spend money on a mattress, you're going to have to spend money on a good chair, but at Office Furniture Outlet, because we have used, refinished, and new, we have such a selection of variety and of styles and cost. And we take, we use chairs that are Steelcase and Han and the big name brands. We sell those at a crazy reduced price, 50 to 70% off original prices. And I just think to be able to convey all of that, is very important. So
what are some of the things that you learned in the Video Bootcamp that helped you get more comfortable and to create? Because you're one of the students that started taking these lessons and you started posting videos. And I know that it was really inspirational for the other students in the class to see the videos you posted. It
cool.
really was.
I'm happy to hear that. It helped me get out of my comfort zone, first of all. The editing tools, the resources, the list of resources that you gave us was great. And I'm having so much fun editing and learning. I mean, I've used iMovie before, I've used some of these tools before, but it's given me an extra reason, extra boost to put them to use. And I'm, doing voiceovers. And I was just talking to Larry, our owner, this morning that with this whole coronavirus thing and people staying home more, we're going to have to put out video because, people are going to be sitting home and unable to come in to the store and shop, and to be able to show them the different ways a chair works, or stand desks going up and down, and things that if they can't come into the showroom and see it in person, at least we have video to be able to show that to people. And so the boot camp came at the perfect time for us.
I'm so glad to hear it. And I'm so glad that you took it and can see the possibility. So tell us about the specific things that you will create. I know I've seen some of them, and I don't know if you actually posted all of them yet, but I've seen some of the things. They're short snippets of the sit the stand, the different types of things that you sell. But how are you framing the videos? How are you putting them all in your marketing plan? I'd love to hear about that.
So plan on putting them in our newsletter.
That's
We
great.
send a newsletter out every week, every Wednesday. I've already posted some on Facebook and on LinkedIn and gotten some feedback, of course, on our YouTube channel, to be able to link to the YouTube channel. But so the ones I've posted so far are about ergonomics, about, if your neck and back are hurting, here are some tips for being able to adjust things so that maybe that doesn't, you don't have those aches and pains. Or stop by our showroom and one of our sales associates can show you. So one thing, going back to your question about the specifics about video camp that helped me was video boot camp was the script writing, and then your script writing specific class that we had. It was so helpful because it helped my thought process, my brainstorming, but also very specifically ways to sort of boil all those thoughts down into a script. And I actually taped my script to the camera so that I wasn't looking down and around, and was able to sort of focus into the camera and still be able to see what my next thought should be, because it can be like now sort of losing track of thought when you're on camera. And so it really helped me focus in, and the script writing was huge for me. So I've done several videos, like you said, and one of them was just, if you've never visited us before, here are some things to bring with you, or know your measurements, know where your windows are located, your power sources, things like that.
Good.
And that's something, we can put that on our website. So if people go to our website first, or we can pin it to the top of our Facebook page or something, so that it helps people have the best possible experience the first time, their first visit. So, and in the future, things that I plan on doing are very specific products, things that we're trying to promote at the time. And I have several other scripts that you and I collaborated on, that I just have a whole list of things to do.
You're very busy all of a sudden. I know. And that's sort of the bad thing and the good thing, because you're front loading that work that will really pay off in the future. What has been the reaction so far? I know it's still early, but I know your bosses have seen it. What has been the reaction so far?
We've had great feedback. Of course I showed some people in the office as I was posting it, but we've had several likes and comments on social media, and as I get more comfortable, I think that will be, that will convey to people as well. And it just adds a face with a name, with the, pieces of furniture, and I can see future, even being able to show more of the faces behind Office Furniture Outlet. And as I get, like I said, more comfortable being in front of the camera, to be able to, there's just a whole list of things that we want to get out there. So
we talked earlier about the time we're in right now. It's so uncertain. People are in their homes. They're not traveling. Maybe they're not thinking about filling their offices with furniture today, but they're certainly planning, because things are going to turn around. And the videos that you create give them the chance to do homework before coming to see you.
Well, and I think, as people are sitting home, working from home, they finally have the time maybe to do that homework, then do the research, so that when they get back to the office, they will have, all the information they need to move forward with something like that. So I think it's just a perfect time for this.
One of the things that I loved about the video boot camp is students like you, because you would post video, you do it right away. You'd post videos, and then other people would see them and they would get inspired to post their own. And to me, having taught this video boot camp over the course of a couple of years, I've noticed that is really something that I can't forget. That peer pressure is pretty powerful, would you say?
Yes, I definitely would say so. And just the buddy system that you create and everything, it's very valuable.
What would you say to somebody who like you, like we all know, we know that it works. We know that having the ability to see somebody and hear them through video, I mean, face to face is the best, but it's not always possible. But this type of interaction, showing energy on camera, like, is valuable. What would you say to somebody who's sort of hesitant because of all the fears that we all have?
Just do it. I mean, you have to. And like you said, confidence, practice makes confidence, and it does. I mean, so the videos I've created, especially earlier this week, I have some crazy stuff I edited out where I just was like, bleh. And then I'd have to, okay, start over. And in fact, the one, I'm trying to remember which one it is that one of the ones that I posted this week, very, very edited. It's, but I think a good lesson I learned with that is to sort of keep my volume and everything consistent, so that when you do piece all those bits together, because like I have an area where I pan across the chairs in the showroom, so it's just a voiceover, to be that consistent voice and where you're sitting, so that you can sort of piece bits together and not be in all, and you go over that in the boot camp, and it's very helpful to keep that in mind when you're making your video.
You're taking it to the next level. I think that's really good, because editing is it's a skill and it's a blessing, isn't it? Editing can be a real blessing when you're not feeling like that one take wonder. Like you're not feeling like you can get through a video in one take and just feel good about the whole thing.
Right. I mean, mine are pieced together actually from several different video clips, even where I, come see us at the end is a completely different take from, where I started. And so, yeah.
And takes less time, right? After a little while, like the beginning, it takes like maybe 4 days, but then it takes less time where you can feel like you can get it done in a really manageable amount of time.
I'm down to probably about an hour and a half of being able to crop and, put it all together, and the transitions and everything. It's fun. That's the side I absolutely love. The editing side is fun.
And you didn't think you'd like it as much, or did you know this was what you loved?
No, the fear, just being out of my comfort zone just really prevented me from moving forward with any of it but I know it's something I need to do. And it took the boot camp to just give me the kick in the pants to get moving. And then the idea of batching, in fact, I even thought about like bringing in a different blazer or a different blouse or something and change between, so that it doesn't look like I batched, and just mix things up a little bit, so that it's not, oh, there she is again. She must have done all those in the same day. So just put on a different shirt, or
put a different shirt, put your hair a different way. You could wear a different piece of jewelry. Yeah. A lot of options that you come to once you've done it a few times. Congratulations. So proud of you, really.
Thank you.
Any last words? Anything else we can share to create this encouragement for other people so that we're not all alone on video? And we're not.
No, we're not. And I think the support group on Facebook is a huge help, because if you're apprehensive like I was, to throw it out there and have just a small group of people who are doing the same thing you're doing, critique it in the best way, nicest, everybody is so kind, and maybe a little too much. I wanted to know like a little more, oh, you could have done this or that, but it was very nice. It's really cool to hear other people's reactions and get that feedback, and about lighting and volume and things like that. to just tweak it, help you tweak your things enough to make them present the best that they can. And so I think the Facebook support group, the live Zoom during the actual boot camp is very helpful. I just think it was a great class. I would encourage anyone to take the class and get recording.
Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today, Joy.
Sure. Thanks for having me.